Hello guys, myself Mayank and I'm back with another video in Apache Spark interview question series. And today's topic is Spark session versus Spark context. Again, this is very simple topic but with a small catch. Let's explore in this video together. Spark session was introduced in Spark 2.0 onwards. Spark context was there since 1.x. Now caution is, what is Spark context? Spark context is the entry point to a Spark job. It means at this point, control gets transferred from operating system to program. Great. Now what can Spark context do? It can do multiple things like start a job, cancel stages, cancel set configurations, get current status of job, execute the job, etc. As there was no data frame concept in 1.x Spark, so you could create only RDD with Spark context. Now question is if everything Spark context can do, what is the need of Spark session? So answer is there are two reasons. Reason 1, like Spark context, we have different other contexts available like Hive context to connect with Hive, SQL context to run SQL queries, Spark streaming context to handle streaming data. We need something which can eliminate the need of creating different Spark contexts. Also, dataset and data frame API was also getting introduced in Spark 2.0. So we need something to cater these API as Spark context can only create RDD. Then Spark session came into picture. So with Spark session, you don't need to create different contexts. All comes under Spark session umbrella. I hope till now everything is good. Now question arises, as we have Spark session, then we don't need Spark context anymore, isn't it? The answer is no. Spark session still uses Spark context, Hive context, etc. underlying its architecture. So Spark context still lives under the hood. Now the second reason why there is a need of Spark session is, let's say we are having a single machine node and we know that Spark context is created in JVM in a node of machine. So what if we want to use other configuration than existing configuration? Then we have to create another Spark context which will run into another JVM. It will end up creating multiple JVM if we need multiple configuration. And that is not the recommended way. So here comes Spark session in the picture again. Now you can create multiple configuration, data catalogs, tables with it. It will use different underlying data catalogs which will keep the data separate. Let's see with an example. So here I am into Databricks free edition plan. So where anyone can create profile and use their single node service for small development. Now you open a Python notebook. Spark context, SQL context and Spark sessions are already created in it. Now you don't need to create it again. But just to test it, I'm just creating one more Spark context. Let me run it. Oh, we get an error. It says cannot run multiple Spark contexts at once. This implies we can have only one Spark context per job. Now let's try to create Spark session, which is already there, but we are creating it again. Yes, so we can create multiple Spark session. Earlier the Spark session was present with the Spark name instance, right? But we have overwritten it again and we have created one Spark session again with the same name. Now let's create another Spark session, that is Spark 2, and see if we can create Spark 2. So that is another Spark session we can create in the same job. Now let's create some data and schema and try to attach it and create a data frame and register a temp view called employee. So command ran successfully. Now let's try to show tables with the first Spark session. You can see we have employee table that we have just created under the previous section, right? Now try to show tables with the second Spark session. You can see it is empty. So it implies that all Spark sessions work standalone, right? So there is no interference between two Spark sessions, so that user can work with a different configuration with different properties, and it will not get interfered and it will not create multiple JVMs in a machine as well. So that will solve our case. So that's it for this video. If you like my content, please subscribe my video. And if you think you have some suggestion or doubt, please mention in the comment box. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.